Today, you will discover what life coaching is. How many of you guys actually listened to the e-audiobook that you got for free when you registered for today's masterclass? If so, you'll hear some familiar languaging about what life coaching is. We're also going to talk about how to get started getting certified quickly. It does not take 2 years to get a life coach certification, and I'm going to tell you about that. And then we'll talk about the one-day life coach certification training. Today is not that day for your certification. I actually had people ask me, will they leave today certified? The answer is N period O period. That's an 8-hour, one-day training that costs more than $27 and takes longer than 2 hours. So today is not the day for the certification, but you will be introduced to what the certification process looks like, how to get certified quickly, and going into what the life coaching process actually looks like. If you got that, type it in the chat. Got it, AJ. Got it. Let me see some chats, okay? So we got some people in the waiting room. I'm going to go ahead and let them in if I can. Hopefully, Eric, can you get that for me? Hopefully I don't mess up anything. All right, so when you come in, again, mute your mic, keep your camera on, but mute your mic. Also, in order for us to get the best video and audio quality for your replay that's coming to you as soon as we wrap up here today, I ask you to take a minute to close down all the tabs that you have open. If you're like me, you probably got 100 of those open. Can you just close them for just a minute while we chat so that we can get the best audio and video connection and learning experience available to you? So I'm going to see my waiting room. I'm going to let the people in who are waiting, and we'll keep it moving. I am so proud of all of you guys. Like, we're only missing maybe 6 people out of all of the people who registered. So I am impressed. So when you come in, mute your mic. There we go. Let's see. So I'm multitasking here, you guys. I told y'all this is new.
Okay, I have it.
Got it? Okay. All right. So all tabs closed, all mics muted. Let's carry on. So today, I want you to know that you're in the right place. And I want you to know that this is best for you if you're indeed that Black woman of faith. Now, I know we have Coach Ivy here. She sent me an email. She's like, AJ, I'm not Black. However, ... Coach Ivy knows that we also represent other groups of minority women. We have had Latino, Asian American, different minority groups in addition to Black women of faith. So we're all in this together, girl, okay? So if you are that Black woman of faith, if you're part of a minority group, but you just have faith, we need a little Jesus in this, right? And you have that heart to serve, because some of you guys are ministers. Some of you guys have served in your church and in your community, then you're in the right place. And also, if you're trying to learn how to become a certified life coach quickly, I got some for you, girl. So for those of you who are like a lot of the coaches that I talk to, you're trying to decide what comes after your 9 to 5. Like one of our coaches in DC, actually 2 of our coaches in DC, they are putting together their 3-year retirement plan, and becoming a life coach just happened to be a part of that plan. So if you're like those ladies, if you meet the criteria you see on your screen right now, then you are in the right place. So imagine with me really quick, you had this magic wand. Some of you may have heard this scenario before, where if you could just change something really, really quick with a touch of a magic wand as it relates to you becoming a certified life coach, what would it be? So, future Black woman, life coach. Let's put that in there, right? Did you know that Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the United States of America? Did you know that? Because I didn't know it until I read the book by Bishop T.D. Jakes called Soar. And he teaches us that we're growing as a group. And he should know with his mega conferences for women and just helping them out, you know, to go to the next level. So when I heard that statistic, I said, I got to share this with my ladies, right? Because we are growing, that doesn't mean we're succeeding. Because 70% of women small business owners make less than $25,000 a year. Yeah, it's true. But here's the problem, because you, dear Black or minority woman, you've often been told that you're such a great listener. You're so easy to talk to. You probably even started researching how to get paid for these skills, right? And you've decided, or maybe you've been told, to become a life coach. So you started looking into it. But It's been several months now, right? And you're still not any closer to a decision than when you first started researching. That's when I get the calls. But what that also means is that you're on your way to maybe becoming a part of that statistic of Black women, minority women who never make the difference in the world that you always knew you could make as a certified life coach. So your dream of leaving a legacy and the impact that you could potentially have on the world may just have to go to the grave with you. But lucky for you, there is now a solution, and today's masterclass is going to introduce you to it. So take a minute to imagine with me. Imagine if you knew how and where to get certified quickly as a Black life coach. Imagine if you had that piece of paper in your hands right now with the words, enter your name here, certified life coach. Like, just paint that picture. Imagine you had the confidence, the skills, the blueprint for exactly where to go, how to get started, how to find clients, how to boost that income, and how to make more money for yourself than you've ever made in your own business. Can you imagine? Put it in the comments. I need some emojis in the chat. Like, I can see it, AJ. You're talking to me. You're predicting my future. Let me see some chat in the comments if you are imagining all of these with me right now. All right. So after today's masterclass, you will know where to go. You will know who to trust. You will know how to become a certified life coach. I want to see that chat lighten up. I see those numbers growing. I need to hear from you, future life coaches, if you're here today, because you paid to be here, you showed up, and this is what I'm telling you is possible. So if you believe it, I need to touch and agree with you right now in the chat, but I need to see your chat that you're imagining, okay? Thank y'all for chatting with me. So why should you listen though? Like, whatever, AJ. I'm just here to be nosy. Listen, girl, let me tell you why you should listen real quick. So you should listen because you know you've been called to coach, but you don't know what steps to take. You've been wanting to start a life coaching business, but wanted to make sure that you were doing it the right way. You've also been watching others coach, but you're not exactly sure how to make it work for you. And you also want to know, what's next? Is certification next for me? So that's why you should keep listening up, because let me tell you really quick about my payments. So what I'm about to share with you is from one stream of income of coaching in my life. This is my PayPal statement. I just downloaded it and screenshotted it for you guys. It is from January 1st of this year to November 1st. And that's for my company accounts for one stream of coaching income. So if you scroll to the far right, you see that credit balance of $26,290.98 from one stream of coaching income. And so after today, you'll have the opportunity to do this too in a lot less time than it took me. But that's when you follow my model. Y'all ready? Let me see it in the chat. Ready, AJ? Give it to me. So here's income stream number 2 in my coaching company. It's products. And with our products, we have our own line of tennis shoes. I just moved. Everything is packed. If I would not knock down everything around me, I would show you the shoe live in person. But we have our own shoe, you guys. So when you see me speaking on stage and some of my coaches with me, we'll be rocking the Chuck Taylor's life coach style, okay? We also have T-shirts. You get a T-shirt when you get certified with me. So you'll see some of our coaches live here today rocking their shirts. I have mine on. It's black. And at the bottom of the other ones I have, it says Certified Life Coach. This is a true conversation starter, and it's a money maker in my business. We have the long sleeve version because if you're anywhere near Atlanta, Georgia, our weather is temperamental. So you may need one in the morning and one in the afternoon. We have both styles of those shirts available. We also have ball caps for those bad hair days. And even though your coach does not have hair, I still rock my hat, okay? But that's also when you want to do live videos like this one. Put your hat on, let people know you're a coach, and go for it. And then we have coffee mugs. It's hiding behind my laptop right now, but we have coffee mugs for when you go live on video. It's still marketing and promoting your services as a coach, showing that you're certified. And here's me in the two-seater Honda. If you guys watched any of the videos that I sent to you before today, you saw me driving around Atlanta in my two-seater Honda. This is me fresh from our t-shirt printer live here in Atlanta, who also surprised me with the water bottle, a beer mug. I don't drink beer, but it's here with like earrings in it somewhere on my desk, and me rocking my coaching t-shirt. So this is just a sample of another revenue stream in your business as a coach. How many of you guys can see yourself rocking at least one of these, telling people that you're a certified life coach? I need you to talk to me in the chat real quick. And then we're going to bring up our coach, Alexis Taylor. Alexis, are you live here with us so I can know if you're available to chat with us really quick? Because I know you got your shirt on. I know that you're ready. You're ready to rock and roll, right? So, hey, girl, give me one moment. Let me bring you up. You got your video on. I can only see myself. So give me one moment. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Hold on, Alexis. All right. So our chat should still be lighting up with you guys telling me if you, like Coach Alexis, can see yourself rocking this white life coach certification paraphernalia. Okay, so let's see. I think I got it. Here we go. There we go. I see you. Hey, girl.
Hi.
So this is a video of Coach Alexis recently. She's one of our certified life coaches. She did a testimonial for us, telling us how life is always going to happen. But our one-day life coach certification is just 8 hours, right, Coach Alexis? So she's like, just take 8 hours. Set aside some time for yourself. Do something for you that's going to move you one step closer to the goal that you have to become a life coach, because you can do it. And so instead of playing this video, I'm having Coach Alexis here with us live today to give us a quick 30-second answer about becoming a certified life coach, but not just any life coach. Some of you guys have told me, Coach AJ, I have ADHD, ADD, I can't sit still for a long time. I learn different. So Coach Alexis is here to talk on behalf of those of you who feel like, I can't do it. It's too much. It's too long. I don't have time. Help me, AJ. What should I do? So Coach, tell us in like 30 seconds what your experience was like as someone who learns differently when it comes to becoming a certified life coach online in one day.
Okay, excellent. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity, Coach AJ, to share this. I'm newly diagnosed with ADD, and taking this course, this online course, was so monumental and so beneficial to me, because I've learned that I learn differently from others, and being able to have the videos and go back and watch them and replay them and process it in the way that it works for me has helped me and encouraged me to keep going forward, as opposed to getting overwhelmed and taking in a lot at one time and shutting down. So it allowed me to do a segment or a module, sit back, go back and review it again and understand it. And even till today, because of that, I can still go back and look at the modules as needed.
Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to encourage everyone to not give up. This is an amazing program and you can do it. And I welcome each and every last one of you, future life coaches. Thank you, Coach AJ.
Thank you, Coach Alexis. I so appreciate you. Thank you for wearing your shirt. Let's see your shirt. Show us your shirt, girl.
Can y'all see me?
Yes, there we go. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's so good to see you live. And again, this was Eric's brainchild. He said, instead of playing the video, it would be so good to chat with her live on camera. So thank you for being here. Thank you for wearing your shirt. Thank you for encouraging those future coaches who, like you and like another coach we have in Texas, Coach Erica, y'all came to me and was like, Coach AJ, I need the replay. I need to go back and watch it again. And so guys, Coach Alexis is encouraging you because she's done this. So don't think that you can't do it. I'm a professional trainer, so I make sure that all the bases are covered and you get exactly what you need from what I teach. And so as a result of Coach Alexis's determination, she was determined to finish this. She kept me posted with where she was in the training. She's now received the invitation for a group coaching contract in Houston, Texas for survivors of domestic violence. They know she's a newly certified life coach. We did a call on yesterday, and I heard all the details to what she's now able to do as a certified life coach on behalf of her city as she grows her coaching company. So that's just one of the success stories. You guys will hear a lot more about our other coaches. Can we thank Coach Alexis in the chat, telling her congratulations on her success? And I'm looking forward to more success stories. So I'm going to tell you guys soon how you can become one of those as well. It was April 2008, April 14th to be exact, and I found myself at the courthouse in downtown Decatur, Georgia, attending a divorce trial that would make a 5-year marriage final, mine. So I signed on the dotted line, I made it official. And as I walked down the hallway, and I remember pushing the down button on the elevator, and the doors open, I step inside. And once I got inside, the doors began to close. And I saw my now ex-husband for the last time. And then my phone rang. So as I descended down to the lobby floor, I took a chance on getting a signal in that elevator. Because as you can see, this courthouse is 3 floors. So I had a minute to get to the bottom of the courthouse. And I'm glad I took a chance to answer the phone on the elevator, because it was my cousin calling to tell me that my mom had just passed away. She was 47 years old, a 15-year entrepreneur, and she passed away the same day that my divorce became final. And my mom didn't like to take pictures. So this is me and her in high school. I think her cousin, one of our older cousins, asked her nicely to take a picture with me. So that's one of the best pictures I have with my mom, and I'm glad I do. So I took the lessons that my mom shared with me as an entrepreneur, but before I could implement those lessons in my own life that she left me in her legacy, at the time of me leaving the courthouse and getting the news of her passing, I was also living in a transitional housing facility here in Atlanta. And this is it in the picture. It was a converted prison. Before this, I was living in a shelter, but I remember I kept hearing in my spirit, prison. And I was like, God, am I going to jail? Like, I haven't done anything. What's going on? Little did I know I would be led to this previously converted prison that was designed for the working poor. So I had a very small studio apartment here on the first floor. You can't really see it, but it's right behind this first column here. It was called Glen Castle. And so once I received the call about my mom's passing, I also had to make the decision of what I would do about my living situation, because my mom had a house built from the ground up. And so her mortgage company called and they told me I basically had to live in the house. So here I was going from homeless to homeowner. But what I didn't know was that a few weeks later, my corporate job would also downsize. So I panicked. It's more to this story. I get into the nitty-gritty details in my one-day life coach certification training. I'll fill you in. We don't have enough time today. Listen, if you listen to the book, you got more of the story as well. But I remember at this point, when I had to make all of these decisions, everything was happening left and right. Decisions had to be made on my behalf, on my living situation's behalf, on my mother's behalf, settling her affairs, handling the past life that I used to know in a marriage. I just came to a point where I knew, okay, look, AJ, you got to decide to take control of your destiny. And that's what I did. So I spent the next few years actually getting my life together. This is me at Piedmont Park, right down the street from where I used to live in that transitional housing facility. But I knew I had a bright future ahead of me. What you can't see is the person behind the camera was someone who actually paid me to host a class in that park just for them. So I was slowly coming out of this life that I used to know and going into becoming a future business owner. But I felt like I needed to get permission to do great things in my life. I've always had a burning desire for knowledge and a passion for helping other people. So I'm a former psychology major at Clark Atlanta University, CAU, here in Atlanta. But I also knew that, you know, as I learned what I needed to know as a psych major, I would begin to heal. And I made a promise to God that I would also help other people heal in their own life. Little did I know what that future would hold for me. Well, thanks to the help of a friend, on April 27th, 2013, I became an internationally recognized certified life coach. So combining my skills in psychology with coaching, I now had that piece of paper in my hand, the same one you guys said you could imagine yourself having. And so this is me and Dr. Michael J. Duckett. He was my very first $1 million mentor. He trained me in a 2-day intensive life coach certification training class. Forgive the blurry picture. It was taken on a BlackBerry. Y'all remember BlackBerries, right? I love my BlackBerry, but I'm just not good at pictures. So, but it's still my proof that I did it. I was determined to do it, and I did it. Here is a clearer picture of what that certificate actually looks like, giving you my coaching number, my name, when I got certified, and signed by my trainer. So I remember when I got this piece of paper in my hand, y'all, I went home, I studied my notes from class, I reread the training manual, I read tons of books, I watched various DVDs and online videos, I listened to countless cassette tapes and CDs and audio books, I attended special events or any conference or summit or panel or symposium or teleconference or webinar like this that I could get my hands on or get access to. And what I learned was that this piece of paper gave me the confidence to do exactly what I needed to do as now a newly certified life coach. So that's why I ask you, can you see yourself doing this too? Because that piece of paper is powerful. So over time, since the training, let me tell you what I've actually invested in becoming a life coach, and now a master life coach and a master life coach certification training. The first thing I was able to do was invest in myself with my very first life coach. Her name was Rita, and Rita charged $2,232.06 for her time as my coach. I also told you about my psych studies at Clark Atlanta University. I also studied at Georgia Perimeter College here in Atlanta and Georgia State University. That beautiful student loan balance was $54,111.01. Then there was the training and development degree that I told you guys. I'm a professional trainer that came from Mercer University. That balance, $27,098.13. And then there was the life coach class plus becoming a master life coach with the training behind that. That was $18,083.14. Y'all adding up the total? It's getting up there, right? Then there was the master life coach certifier training where I was literally deemed master life coach, head anointed with oil and a sword. It's a long story. I'll tell you more about it later. But all of that came to $19,882.17. And finally, but probably not the last degree I'll get, was my life coaching master's degree. Did you know that exists? Yep, Liberty University, $17,992.78. Y'all ready for the total of how I spent all of this money? We have a total of $139,399.29. A total of 15 total years in entrepreneurship, the last 7 years learning all this information that I get to share with you guys now. How many of you guys can write me a check for $139,399.29 today? I want to see that comment because I need to talk to you after class, okay? So this was my financial investment over time, in addition to more learning and training opportunities that I've even forgot to add on here. But that's what the total looks like. And here I am putting all of that money, that knowledge to use. My very first coaching client was a nonprofit organization leader who's now using the impact of her coaching sessions with me to advocate for social change in her community. This is me and Cassia. We're in the back of a honey baked ham in Douglasville, Georgia. She was my very first life coaching client. She said yes to coaching with me for 12 weeks. I'm on her laptop, I'm on my laptop, I'm taking notes, I'm coaching, and that's what one-on-one coaching looked like for me back in 2014. Then there's group coaching. This is Dawn and Patty. Now you guys forgive the blurriness. This is a screenshot of a video they let me record of our group coaching session because I later branched out to offer live weekly workshops and group coaching programs for women entrepreneurs in my hometown. And then as my life coaching company grew, I also became a well-known and recognized speaker in my hometown and here in the state of Georgia. And so people who heard me speak, they also loved the confidence that I had in myself and in my coaching business. And they began asking me how they too could become a certified life coach. So in this picture, you see the lady leaning towards me. That's Beth, who introduced me to this life coach certification program that I took, the 2-day extensive. And this is me hosting my very first live workshop. I had 4 people register, well, 3, because Beth didn't pay. She's a friend, right? But we were gifted the room we're sitting in at a local co-work space. It is a brand new $1 million facility in Douglasville. And just to help get the word out about what they were doing and to support me as a new life coach and speaker, they gifted us the room. We also had a sponsor for our food. And so these are some of the things you can look forward to as you build your life coaching company. And here I am, life coach trainer, getting that blessing from Dr. Duckett, who looks different in a clearer picture, right? This is the same man who certified me. I became an affiliate and a 4-year training partner with that same life coach certification company that trained and certified me. And so this led me to training 110 certified life coaches all over the world. They came from North America, the Cayman Islands, and so many other countries that I cannot even remember. But these are pictures of our certified life coaches around the world. Some of them you may recognize. Some of them you may get to meet soon. A lot of them are here in Atlanta, and some of them are where you are. But these are our coaches. All of them got to train with yours truly. All right. I told y'all I'm not good at selfies, so forgive the blur, but this is one of our sold out classes. You guys can see the size of the room, and we had to squeeze tables and people in there, but we had such an amazing time. And that was our final clearer picture of our sold out life coach certification training. All right, so let me know in the comments if you can see yourself being in one of these pictures, because now our pictures look a little bit different since we're online, and I'll show you how that looks coming up. But can you see yourself as one of those coaches? Because we have a ball in our training. So you guys know I'm a lot of fun when it comes to teaching and training and certifying and making sure that you get exactly what you need. So this is one of our pictures from the training. It was a live photo shoot. We had a professional photographer in the room with us. You can tell because some of our coaches are poised. They would not be caught off guard. They had brushed hair and makeup and ready to go. And so what happened was once I certified all of those coaches by special request from people like you, my online and offline friends, my fans, my followers who had seen me build my brand by training and certifying coaches around the world and teaching online, you guys also told me that you wanted to become certified life coaches and you were ready to earn additional income for your families. And so I was encouraged to go ahead and start my own life coach certification training company and that development program for life coaches. And it introduces the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC. That's me, y'all. So here is what it looks like now to train with me. So this is the Life Coach Self-Study where we certify Black certified life coaches. These are Black women all over the world. I've invested those hundreds of hours of live, in-person, and live stream life coach certification training. And I've officially now trained 132 certified life coaches worldwide, with 98% of those being African-American women and the other 2% being Latina, or I just mixed it all in because you don't really want to ask people, what you mix with, what you got in your blood. So unless y'all tell me, some of y'all volunteer that information. But anyway, this is where you come in. This is that questionable, will your photo be here for our next group coaching picture? Because my training company currently offers that 1-day, 8-hour life coach self-study system that breaks down the dynamics of the 3 secrets that I shared with you guys in all the videos I sent you the last few days. We're going to talk about those 3 secrets and what it means to, number 1, connect, number 2, coach, and number 3, convert. So again, put it in the chat if you can see yourself as one of these coaches with your white shirt on, posing for your selfies. We have Coach Tanisha, who's here in Atlanta. Coach Sheila, she's in New Jersey. Coach Latanya is right down the street from me. Coach Naricia, she's in Macon, Georgia. There's Coach Alexis in Texas. Coach Corinthia is down the street. We are breathing the same air. If you're on here, Coach Corinthia, say, hey, girl, hey, in the chat. We also have Coach Beverly, Coach Camille, Coach Tracy, she's in California. Coach Shannon is in Louisiana. And Coach Lakaya, she is our recent life coach graduate. She graduated this time last week, you guys. So if you can see yourself next to Coach Lakaya in one of those question mark boxes, I need to see the chat in the comments. I see there are 99 chats. So I can't wait to see what you guys are saying in the chat if you can see yourself in that little box with your picture. Okay, so I'm gonna switch out my water bottle. I don't want to be ghetto on here turning up water. Okay. All right. So if you can see yourself, then let's keep learning. This again is me and Dr. Duckett. This is a letter of recommendation he wrote. And he said that how he's witnessed the dedication that I have to this work and to expanding within the coaching industry. And this is why I show up for you and offer these opportunities using my real world personal and professional experiences. That's why I share my story. I talk about my education, my training, and my coaches, because you guys are smart. Y'all come to me with degrees and certifications in other places as well, and you're adding life coaching to what you do. But why do I do this? Well, I do this because, number one, there's a lot of miseducation in the life coaching industry. You may have saw some, and you may not have felt right in your spirit when you heard some of it, but that's why I show up. That's one of the pillars of my coaching company. It's ethical education, ethical engagement, entrepreneurial education, telling you exactly what you need so that you can become educated and know what you're getting into when you become a life coach. That's why I sent you the book to introduce you to life coaching and what it actually looks like, and if you're ready to dive in. I do this, number two, because I'm a coach who look like you. We can have girl conversations. We can have come to Jesus moments. I look like you. I am an African-American woman. I have my own training and development company. I have the receipts because of the degrees. Y'all saw that $139,000 balance, right? But I look like you. My story is like yours. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to succeed. But more importantly, I do this because I love it. I love to see us succeed. Someone called me Moses the other day. I've been called Harriet Tubman of the industry because when I learn stuff, I come back and I get my people. I point and I teach you the direction of where to go. I love helping women make money in what they do. And as a bonus, today, like never before, there is a high demand for Black women certified life coaches in the world. So as your master life coach trainer, I have personally had the opportunity to serve other speaking and coaching greats and support those speakers and coaches and share the stage with other greats like Lisa Nichols, Stormy Wellington, and Tony Gaskins. Do y'all know any of these people? Y'all may know her. This is Brandy Harvey. Steve Harvey is one of his twins. She was here in Atlanta as well. So this is what coaching has allowed me to do. And so now I want to give you the top 3 secrets that you need to know to becoming that certified life coach. You ready? If you're ready, I want to see that in the comments. Now I want to give you the top 3 secrets that you need to know to becoming that certified life coach. You ready? If you're ready, I want to see that in the comments too. We ready, AJ? Give me the secrets. Let me know. I'm gonna wait on you. All right. So let's dive into what those 3 secrets look like to becoming a certified life coach. Well, it's a formula. Starts with the letter C for the first one. So I hope you're taking notes. This is the perfect time to pull out that journal. We're ready to write because the first letter in the formula is C. Then you're going to add it to another C. So we have C plus C plus C. C plus C plus C equals confident coaching. You have to be a confident coach, and I'm going to teach you about that coming up. So C plus C plus C equals confident coaching. So the 3 C's to becoming a certified life coach, let me break down that formula for you. Secret number 1 is connect. You heard me talk about that in the video. You saw how we connected during our errand running in the Honda the other day. Secret number 2 is coach. Did you hear me drop the secret in the previous video in your emails where we talked about coach? And then secret number 3 is convert. Let me show you how all this works. So the first secret, connect. That's where you show up for people. You guys have seen all the pictures now where I have shown up. We take the photos. I teach, I serve, I speak, I give. You have to show up for your people. You also have to speak to where they are. Even in the celebrity photos, you guys, when I met people like Brandy and Lisa, the first thing I said was, how can I serve you? What do you need right now in this moment? You have to speak to where your clients are. And then connect heart to heart. You know, talk to them in a way that's relating again to where they are, letting them know that you're there for them in that moment. Let me show you how this works, because you also want to speak spirit to spirit. A lot of you guys reach out and say, Coach AJ, it's just something about you. I say, child, that's the Holy Spirit, because it is. We're speaking spirit to spirit. There's nothing that I could have done that brought you here today that you didn't already know, because we're connected in the spirit some type of way. This is Coach Camille, and she wanted to become a certified life coach. And so she thought about how it could potentially enhance her own skills in her corporate job and also benefit her work as a minister in her church. And so she found herself scrolling through Facebook one day, and day after day after day, she started to see my face pop up on Facebook Lives. And so she told me one night she was laying in bed and God showed her my face. And so she ended up back on Facebook watching my Facebook Lives. Then she found herself on my website looking for the life coach certification training program that she'd heard me mention in my Facebook Live videos. And she found it. So she said she closed her eyes and she hit the submit payment button. She mentioned that what she saw in me and what she heard in my story was a significant sign of humility. And so that to her was a very great trait to have in a trainer. She later told me that she knew she wanted me, a professional trainer with a degree in training and development and years of leading and submitting under leadership in the life coaching space, to be her trainer, because my personal training style was practical, straight to the point, and she loved that I'm extremely knowledgeable about the life coaching industry. And she mentioned that she really appreciates how I continue to learn my craft, and she could tell that I knew my stuff. And so she and a group of 4 ladies joined me in a masterclass similar to this one. And at the end of that masterclass, she said yes. She raised her hand to becoming a professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coach with me. And she has since been added to the list of new life coaches worldwide who I have personally trained online. And so she stated in her testimonial that the online life coach certification training works really well and how it's very cohesive. And she really loved the component we call co-coaching. That's when you receive another chance to connect with other coaches. You can do it individually, you can do it in a group, in our private Facebook coaching community. And so Coach Camille says that I came into her life as a coach to help her better herself, to help better her church and her corporate communities, and also to help her bring her idea for becoming a certified life coach to life, because she connected with me and really liked my training style, my personality, and my story, which, by the way, she said helped confirm her decision to come train with me. Our connection led her to making the assured decision that life coaching was the thing for her. Those were her exact words. And so she said that by having a coach in me, she didn't feel alone, nor did she have to figure things out on her own. And you guys will hear more about that in our life coach certification training, because you don't have to sit and figure things out on your own. So Coach Camille launched her financial coaching company since she became a certified life coach. So Camille's story of connecting with me heart to heart started when I showed up for her on Facebook Live. And we connected spirit to spirit when God showed her my face, when she asked him for guidance as to which way she should go with becoming a certified life coach. And so the same way that I was able to connect with Coach Camille is the same way you can connect with your future coaching clients as a certified life coach. So as a recap, the first secret is connect. It's secret 1 of 3. And that is one of the steps to becoming a professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coach. If you got it, let me see you put connect in the chat. Connect. And then I'm going to dive in to secret 2. So secret number 2 is all about coach. COACH. It's an acronym. It's 5 parts. And coaching stands for conversation. Write that down, because conversation means reaching out via email, text message, social media inbox, DMs, or the phone to check in, just to say hi. Then there's optimism. You got to be optimistic in these conversations, because optimism is what your future coaching clients need to hear when you chat with them. Some of you guys have talked with me, and afterwards you get off the phone and you're like, oh my gosh, this helps so much. I feel like I can go move mountains. I'm so excited. Thank you for your energy. That's the optimism that you have to have as a coach. And then there's action. Your conversation has to be action oriented. The action oriented conversations, these are positive. They're upbeat. They're talking about moving forward in the conversation, after the conversation, because they all show that you're a confident coach. Remember, our formula, C plus C plus C equals confident coaching. And so confidence in your skill as a certified life coach makes all the difference in what happens throughout the chat with your future coaching clients. And then there's the H, heart to heart. Heart to heart goes back to that story I just shared with you about connecting heart to heart. It's where you ask really good questions. Like if you see me on live, I say, do you have any questions? Are you ready to come train with me? Are you a certified life coach? What questions can I answer for you about becoming a certified life coach? Those sound familiar, right? They're heart to heart. So when you reach out to potential future coaching clients, you are asking really good questions, you are providing support, and you're giving feedback and accountability, and also trust to what's being shared with you. So COACH, conversation that's optimistic, action-oriented, confident, and heart to heart. Are you a coach? If so, let me see COACH in the chat. I think my counter stopped at 99. I'm sure it's more in the chat. So let me tell you how this worked with one of our coaches named Sia. She's an educator. She has experience in counseling, like some of y'all on here too. And so her job, though, it was impacted by COVID, like some of y'all on here too. And so she had been one of my friends, fans, and followers online for years. She was watching and witnessing my life coach training journey via live stream. She had even referred a friend to our online life coach certification training. And then one day, she and I decided to have a quick phone conversation. You guys know I'll call you, right? So I reached out by phone. And during our chat, she shared with me that she too was led down the coaching path. And she even had an idea for how she wanted to use her life coach certification. But she felt really overwhelmed with all of the training options. Some of you guys can relate to that. So during our call, I listened. And I asked her some really good questions as we reviewed and talked about her goals and her dreams, which was to relaunch her podcast as a newly certified life coach. We also talked about how she wanted to help people via the internet airwaves, like she had seen me do over the years. And so we were both confident that I could help her do that. So I remember I added to the discussion that she and I were having that day, letting her know how she could even use her listening, her leadership, her observation, and her positive questioning skills from her counseling experience, adding that to her new role as a certified life coach. So our brief phone chat had quickly transitioned into a coaching conversation that allowed her to realize that while she had referred a friend to the training, it was actually her time to become a certified life coach. And so after our coaching call, Sia purchased the copy of my book that you guys now have access to called The Life Coach. And then shortly after, she signed up for a masterclass with me, similar to this one that you're on today. And so she raised her hand to become one of the first 5 ladies who said yes to their destiny of becoming a certified life coach. She mentioned how she liked that I offered a one-day life coach certification training online that teaches the concept within the coaching industry and then gives you the tools to go put the information into practice, both during and after the training. She also mentioned how she noticed that the information I taught was more than just theory. It wasn't overwhelmed with information overload. And she loved that she was given the proven scripts for exactly how to reach out and attract new coaching clients, both online and offline. So this is a perfect example of the best way for us to coach, COACH, as we connect. And the idea was to help her add extra income to what she was doing, that extra revenue stream. And so while she was using what she already knew in the education system, she did just that. Sia has been one of the leading coaches in our online coaching community. And she started that podcast. She now has a list of 150 people that say yes to being her special guest interviews, including myself and several of our newly certified life coaches in our private online life coaching Facebook coaching community. So Sia also continues to learn, because a lot of you guys ask, Coach AJ, are there continuing education opportunities? And the answer is yes. So some of them you may just see Coach Sia on. You'll definitely see her in our coaching community and Facebook group in some of our private trainings that we record on platforms like this. And so during my call with Sia, I understood that my job was not to convince her to become a coach. As a coach, a lot of times our job will simply be to listen, to show up, to hold space, to ask questions, to honor our clients for where they are, and to help them start mapping out a plan for where they want to be. Remember that coach model, COACH. So we put that into action as we allow our clients to imagine and to dream, like you guys did with me at the beginning of today, about the possibilities for where they see themselves beyond where they are now. So as a life coach, you're there as a sounding board. Sometimes you're a shoulder to cry on, and that's okay too. And so you also may be a trusted space that people open up in and vent in. But like with Sia, sometimes you have to simply reach out from the kindness of your heart. So when I do it, I reach out just to chat, to see how you're doing, to ask if you have any questions or if you have anything on your heart that you want to talk about or receive some coaching around. And so when I show up to implement these 2 secrets that I've shared with you so far, these have become the foundational principles, that basis of being a professional life coach. When you coach and when you connect with people, it's to listen and maybe even offer a word of encouragement and a word of prayer. But when you send the message that some of you have received from me, hey, just checking in on you, or you send that message that says, hey, you need any coaching around anything, that often turns into a coaching call or a coaching conversation. So I want to encourage you today, because instead of pushing our way into someone's life to try to help or mentor them, it's also okay to simply reach out, because maybe what that person needs is a skilled, trained, qualified professional life coach. And then when or if that opportunity presents itself, offer them a space to come coach with you a little bit more, and then be ready to charge. Some of y'all don't want to charge. You want to just serve. I just think I should just help people. You can do that and get paid. And I'm going to show you in our next secret. But remember, our job as a life coach is to be there for our client, to ask, what can I help you with today? Or would you like some coaching around that today? Or how can I be positively optimistic for you right now? Or maybe even we can ask, how can I hold this space for you? Or how can we connect one-on-one? Or how can I honor you in this moment? How can I be that person for you? Because 9 times out of 9.999% of the time, most of our coaching clients will not have that person in their life who cares enough to just sit with them, to listen, to ask them really good questions, to not judge them, to be unbiased, to not have or share their own opinions, to not try to give advice or try to fix things. So we're simply there to listen as coaches. We actually care about the success our clients have. And that's where we come in as those professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coaches. And then we learn how to put a charge on it, put a price on it, and get paid for it. If you're ready to get paid as a coach, let me see some paid, some money emojis, some dinero. Any term that you know for money, put it in the chat real quick, and I'll give you that 3rd secret to becoming a certified life coach. Let me see if you're ready for the money. All right, I see the chat lighting up. Here we go. Secret number 3. That is to Convert that thing. You show them you know how to connect with them and speak to where they are. You show them you know how to coach and you're confident as a coach, right? Now you're ready to convert, because that means you're ready to get a price on that thing. When they say, oh, how much do I owe you? How much do you charge? What is your fee? How much does it cost to invest with you? Can I pay you? Yeah, you charge them for that skill. So all of these words mean the same thing, but everyone understands them differently. So price is putting an investment amount behind it. Charging is actually swiping the card or running the card on your phone or your laptop. And then paying, being paid, is allowing that to come through. Just like with you, every time one of you guys registered, I lit up. Oh my God, bless her business, Lord. Help her, God. Thank you for letting her to invest in her next level. That's how you allow yourself to put a price on what you do, to charge for what you do, and to get paid for what you do. When you convert a conversation that started as just, let me check on you, but it slowly transitioned into a coaching conversation, you're ready to convert, because now you've shown your clients how you can show up for them, speak to where they are, and hold the space for them. And then you want to take that connection that you've made with them using the coach model and show your potential clients that you're able to have a conversation that's optimistic. It's full of action. You can help them get results, and that you're confident in those skills to have that honest, heart-to-heart and spirit-led conversation. So again, now you're ready to put a price on that thing and charge for what you do, and allow people to pay you what you charge, not going on down on your price or giving a discount. Nope, you state your fee and you let them swipe the card, okay? And receive that investment in yourself, because it's also an investment in your business, in your coaching skills that you've invested in, and in your legacy as a life coach. And so the great part about all of this is that you get to determine what that price is. You think you can charge as a coach? Let me see some yeses in the comments, some hands up emojis. If you can see yourself, again, getting paid as a coach. Excuse me. Get a sip of water. So the great part, again, about all of this, you put a price on it. You determine that amount. You quote it, and you'll soon be getting regularly paying clients that want you for your coaching skills and what you bring to the table. Who's ready to convert some coaching conversations? I need to see you. I need to see you in a chat real quick. If you're ready, only if you're ready. I ain't gonna pressure you. I'm just asking a good coaching question. Are you ready? All right. Let me show you how one of our coaches, Pixie Lee, oh, she was ready. She came to one of our trainings and she told me she had tried her hand at running several other businesses, but none of them were going to give her that same fulfillment that she knew becoming a certified life coach and helping people through their daily lives was going to give her. So she started searching. She found me. But she recalled how she went to school and she had been in customer service, the medical field, all these other things like accounting and credit processing for over 20 years when we met. And so I see you raising your hand, girl. So she was laid off her job, similar to the story I shared with you guys. She went through a divorce, kind of like me. Remember I said, I look like you. Our stories match. She knew that what she'd been through in her own life was going to help someone else. So she began to try to see about this thing called life coaching and how to get started. So she started looking it up. She found me. That's what led us on the journey to meeting each other. And she had finally found what she was supposed to be doing in her life. Some of y'all know what you're supposed to be doing, right? And so going to my class and taking the training she needed also meant feeling accomplished. She said it was a huge feeling of accomplishment once she got her life coach certification training through me. And so after getting certified, she told me that she needed my help again. She now wanted to write a book and she wanted me to help her. She said, Coach AJ, you got 16 books. You got a book writing program. I know you can help me. And so with my help, she completed her first book. She sold 350 copies of that book within the first few months. And several of those books made it to the Steve Harvey and Ellen DeGeneres shows. And so this led her down the path to securing her first $5,000 coaching client. Guess where that came from? Me. I saw her determination to do what she knew she was now called to do in her life. And I sent her a new $5,000 paid client. And she's now the author of 2 more books, a co-author and a ghostwriter who recently helped a documentary filmmaker tell his story. And to think, it all started with a 1-day life coach certification training. So Pixie's story is the true definition of converting, of charging, and getting paid for your gift as a coach. And so as the coach, when you charge for your book, you charge for your speaking, but more importantly, you charge for coaching your clients, you get to put the price on it. When you charge for what you do and what you know, and you combine that with who you are becoming as a certified life coach, child, you get to stand out, and it makes it easier for you to gain the confidence as a coach that you know you need to stand out in the world of life coaching. So Camille's story is a great example of connecting. Sia's story defines the acronym COACH, COACH. Pixie's story is an excellent example of charging and converting that gift of coaching. These ladies answered the call to coach. Just like you have been called to coach, they knew what they wanted. They took those steps. They signed up. They said yes to becoming a professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coach. And guess what? You can also create your own story too. Are you ready to create your story about becoming a coach? Let me see. Because what I'm going to do as you tell me if you're ready is recap what we've learned today. Secret number 1 was all about connecting. Secret number 2 is how to coach. Secret number 3 is about converting that thing and getting paid. So being able to coach, connect, and convert, these are the 3 secrets to becoming a skilled, professionally trained, qualified, certified life coach. Are you next? I need to know in the comments real quick, because I want to know if you're still here with me. Are you next? For that transformation of having additional income, that personal time freedom that you get, living out your dream of finally becoming a certified life coach. Are you next?